What's driving the debt in your mind?
Well, right now, unfortunately, it's really, if you look at it, it's entitlements, because we have the baby boomers are all retiring, and so they're all getting more, what they were promised, right? They were promised that they were going to have all this money to retire on, but unfortunately, that's a rigged system also, right? If you really like dive into it, you realize that if we stopped collecting payroll taxes today, in less than 1 year, Social Security and Medicare would be completely broke, right? And so I say America's living paycheck to paycheck right now, off of the workers who are working right now and paying for the retirees. And that system was set up by the government, and they promise people things. And a lot of people, I think, if you talk to people about Social Security, they say, that's my money. I paid for it. My money should be there, but your money's not there. Right. And so we're literally living off these, and it's a Ponzi scheme, right? That's the definition of a Ponzi scheme, is you're borrowing money from these guys to pay off these people. And at some point, that's going to come crashing down. And if you look at the projections, I don't know where we get all that money to pay for all that stuff. And so we really have to have a sober discussion about that. And no one in Washington really wants to do that. And the reason is because it's like the third rail of politics, right? If you talk about any of that kind of stuff, it's just like you're done. But I think we need to have a real discussion, because otherwise Detroit is our future, right? If you just keep burying your head in the sand, eventually it breaks, right? And what the break looks like is the 1930s Great Depression. This would make that look mild, really, honestly. When the bubble burst on the Federal Reserve and all the printing and all the debt that we have, everybody is going to suffer dramatically. And it's not just going to be Americans, it's going to be the whole world, because we're the world reserve currency, right? So it's going to be a global depression, and it will be bad.
Yeah, I would assume that if we go, assuming the economy doesn't crash, if we go along the same track we are, the way that they deal with entitlement obligations is to pay it off with funny money. And so they're going to give you what you were promised.
Yes.
But those dollars aren't going to be worth anything. So you'll be filling wheelbarrows full of currency to buy a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Which has in fact happened.
100%. And I've often said that part of the way the government is going to get out of the entitlement situation is to inflate their way out of it, right? Exactly that. They're going to pay back the money, but you're not going to be able to do anything with the money. The solution that I think that we have that could fix this, right, is we need to grow our economy. We need to grow GDP. If we grow GDP dramatically, then the tax revenues that we're getting right now would more than pay for these situations that we have, right? So I feel like the opportunity that we have is to really power the engine of America. And to do that, we need to, there's a whole slew of things that we need to do. But I really feel like we could get GDP to 4 or 5%, and that would really fix a lot of these entitlement programs and pay the things that we promise people.